Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you a very easy technique of drawing lips by making use of graphite powder and pencils. It's an exciting and fun technique, so let's get started. The first step is to apply graphite powder over the outlines of the lips. Use a soft brush to gently spread the powder, making sure it covers the entire lip area evenly. This will provide us with a base layer and help create a smooth texture for our drawing. Creating crack lines is an essential step to make the lips look more natural and lifelike. To do this, take a sharpened 2B pencil and gently draw fine, irregular lines across the lips. These lines should follow the contours of the lips and can be more pronounced around the edges where the lips tend to crack or dry out. Avoid making the crack lines too uniform or symmetrical, as real lips have varying shapes and textures. Some crack lines might be more prominent while others could be subtle. Observe reference images or even your own lips in a mirror to get a better idea of how to add these lines realistically. Now, let's start shading the upper lip with a 9B pencil. Focus on the mid-tone shadows and carefully fill in the areas that should appear darker. Take your time and blend the shading for a smooth transition between light and dark. Midtones are the areas that are a bit darker than the highlights but not as dark as the shadows. Imagine this part of the lip catching some soft indirect light. Using the same 9B pencil, shade these mid-tone areas with light strokes. Remember, we don't want it to be too dark yet. Slowly build up the shading until it looks just right. Don't forget, art is all about observation and practice. So keep practicing these shading skills, and your upper lip will look more and more realistic with each stroke. Remember to have fun and enjoy the process. Art is all about expressing yourself. There is no right or wrong way to do it. Just let your creativity flow. For added realism, use the 9B pencil to darken the shadows inside the teeth. This step will create a subtle but essential contrast between the lips and the teeth, making the drawing more convincing. Shading the lower lip is a crucial step in achieving a convincing 3D effect. Begin by focusing on area that faces away from the light source, as this part will be the darkest. Use your 9B pencil to create smooth, gradual shadows along the curves. Observe how light falls on the lower lip and identify areas where shadows are cast. These shaded areas are where the lip curves inward or where it meets the skin. Be mindful of natural highlights and transitions between the light and dark to maintain a realistic appearance. Keep in mind that the upper lip will cast a shadow on the lower lip, so the area close to the upper lip might be slightly darker. Pay attention to the details and nuances of the lips and take your time to achieve a smooth and natural shading effect. Now, let's enhance the 3D effect on the lips by adding more depth and contrast. Take your 9B pencil and carefully darken the ridges and cracks on the upper lip. These areas will catch less light and appear more shadowed, creating a sense of volume. Observe the reference image or real lips to understand how light interacts with the surface. The shadows you create will add dimension and make the lips look more three-dimensional. Remember to blend the shading where necessary to avoid any harsh lines or abrupt transitions. Take your time during this step as it can significantly impact the overall realism of the lips. Be patient and attentive to details. And remember that it's okay to adjust and refine your shading as you progress. Similarly, repeat the process for the lower lip to achieve a consistent 3D effect. Darken the ridges and cracks on the lower lip using 9B pencil, just like you did for the upper lip. Pay attention to the subtle differences in shading between the upper and the lower lip, as well as any individual characteristics the lips may have. The lower lip obviously might have its unique shadows and highlights, and carefully observing and replicating these details will contribute to a more realistic drawing. Now, take a mono eraser and carefully bring out the highlights. Erase small sections of the shaded areas to stimulate the reflection of light on the lips, giving them a realistic shine. The final step is all about refinement and achieving the perfect balance of light and shadow. Continue to work on darkening the shadows gradually, using both the 9B pencil and softer pencils if necessary. The goal is to create a subtle and natural transition from the lightest to the darkest areas. Pay special attention to the areas where the lips meet, as these areas often have slightly darker shadows due to the overlapping nature of the upper and the lower lips. Keep comparing your drawing to the reference image or real lips to ensure accuracy. Small adjustments can make a big difference in realism, so take your time to perfect the details. Remember, drawing realistic lips takes practice and patience. Don't be discouraged if it doesn't look perfect right away. Keep practicing, experimenting, and refining your techniques, and you will see your skills improve over time. If you want to learn how to draw realistic lips in color, I have a full step-by-step guide on how you can achieve that using color pencils. So do check out my next video.